Hello, and thanks for tuning in to another 5-minute meta here on Dimension Shift Studios. Today we're going to be talking about an obvious choice for the meta that is going to be Uni-Mind, super rare number 58 from the Mighty Thor set. The model is of a mint green, translucent, seemingly ethereal figure. Most notable are his hands and feet, which appear to be sucked down into the ground. This figure can be played at 3 point values, 370, 275, and 150 points. We'll be focusing on the 275 and 150 point values, as they're what we'll be seeing in competitive play. He has 10 range with 2 bolts and flight, but otherwise has the standard combat abilities. He has improved targeting, hindering terrain, and can make ranged attacks while adjacent to opposing characters, even targeting non-adjacent characters. Uni-Mind also has the Power Cosmic ability. Before even looking at the dial, let's read the traits that have become the main feature of this character. Forged in Blue Flame. During force construction, you may include a number of different characters in your sideline with the Eternal keyword, adding 5 points to Uni-Mind's point cost for each. If it starts at 150 points, you may include up to 3. If it starts at 275 points, you may include up to 5. If it starts at 370 points, you may include any number. The included characters must be used at their highest point value and be turned to their starting click. At the beginning of each turn, and whenever Uni-Mind takes damage, you may choose one standard power a chosen character can use. Uni-Mind can use that power until it chooses again. When Uni-Mind would be KO'd, instead replace it with all the chosen characters on their last non-KO clicks, placing them within 4 squares of it. Those characters can't be healed this game. Protected Pulse Wave. Next, he's got Channeled Vast Reserves of Cosmic Energy. Free. Until your next turn, Uni-Mind can't use Power Cosmic Team ability, but can use Perplex and Willpower. When it uses Perplex, it may modify a combat value by +2 or -2 instead. This turn, it can use Perplex an additional time for every 2 characters with the Eternal keyword in your sideline that it can choose powers from. If fully equipped with Eternals at 150 points, he can use this special Perplex twice per turn, and if fully equipped at 275 points, he can use it 3 times. This character has a variety of powers on its dial before even considering the options it could choose from the other Eternals attached to it, so trying to describe all the combinations would take more time than we have available. The short version is that at 275 points, this character has 8 clicks of life, starting with a 12 attack, but keeping with an average of 10 to 11 throughout the dial. Its defense starts at an 18, sags to a minimum of 17 by the last half of the dial. Its natural damage is a 4 for the first clicks and 3 for the last 4 clicks. Its natural powers show as much indecisiveness as a Joker figure, but it always has a source of damage reduction and has a stop click with Impervious and Regeneration on its 3rd and last clicks. At 150 points, Uni-Mind starts on its 7th click and has a total of 5 clicks of life, with that stop click being at the very end on its last click. Like any pick-a-power character, Uni-Mind's strength lies in its sheer versatility. But while other characters like Jakeem or Goblin King have pretty standard stats to back up their chosen powers, Uni-Mind also has the unprecedented ability to drastically alter stats with several +2 or -2 perplexes per turn. He also gets to choose a power that one of the attached Eternals can use at the beginning of his own turn, then at the beginning of the opposing turn as well. This allows Uni-Mind to choose an aggressive power on his own turn, then a defensive power on the opposing turn, not really giving an opening for attack like with previous pick-a-power characters who would have to pick all powers during their turn and hope that those powers paid off during the opposing turn. If we have to point out a weakness, it would be that the character becomes susceptible to Outwit when using its trait to strip Power Cosmic in order to use its modified Perplex. Also, getting more specific, some players are putting characters like Nighthawk number 59B, a super rare prime from the Nick Fury set, on their competitive teams, as its trait, the people must think for themselves, stops opposing characters from increasing their stats unless they're adjacent to him, effectively stopping Uni-Mind from using Perplex on itself, although you can still reduce the stats of the opponent to a similar end. For team options, there are 2 ways to play Uni-Mind in 300 point Modern, the first being on its own at 275 points with the 5 other Mighty Thor Eternal characters attached to it, for 300 points even. If you have more points available, throw in some support to telekinesis them around or outwit the abilities of opposing characters to prevent them from harming Uni-Mind or to prep them for destruction. The other option, which has already seen some positive results in competitive play, is to play him at 150 points with 3 other Eternals attached and accompanied by a support piece like the aforementioned Nighthawk Prime, who can really help you in a mirror match against another Uni-Mind, or in a situation when the other team has the ability to adapt to the drastic stat changes that Uni-Mind can make with his Perplex power. Although this character hasn't been out very long, it's already started to win competitive level events. We guarantee that this will be a powerful force that you'll need to be prepared to face until the Mighty Thor rotates out in a few years. Thank you very much for watching another episode of 5-Minute Meta on Dimension Shift Studios, and we hope to see you in the next one.